Welcome back to another inspiring chapter. This time we explore the life of a dynamic entrepreneur, sharp investor, and visionary businessman. Let's step right into his world. There are men whose journeys through finance seem almost ordinary at first glance. Yet the more you learn, the more you realize how unusual their story truly is. Sanjiv Dhireshbhai Shah belongs to that rare class. His wealth, his education, and his way of thinking about investments conceal a deeper narrative, one that can only be understood if we look not just at his numbers, but at the path that shaped them. What begins as a tale of stocks and portfolios slowly unfolds into something far richer. Before the world of markets opened its doors to him, Sanjiv was just another student, though one who showed signs of exceptional focus early on. His academic path began at Sydney Stringer School, where he studied between 1974 and 1982. This was no mere childhood chapter. It was here that the scaffolding of discipline and curiosity was laid, traits that would define the rest of his career. By 1982, Sanjiv crossed into a world few Indians of his generation experienced. He pursued his Master of Arts in Economics at the University of Cambridge. For 3 years until 1985, he immersed himself in the sciences of numbers, models, and markets. The training honed his financial analysis, research methodologies, and analytical sharpness, equipping him with a mental toolkit he would carry for life. His pursuit of education did not stop there. In 2003, Shah completed the Chartered Financial Analyst (CFA) Level 1 certification, a global benchmark of credibility in finance. This was more than an exam. It was proof of his commitment to rigorous ethics, portfolio management expertise, and investment analysis. Years later, in 2018, at the prestigious Columbia Business School, he undertook the executive education program, Value Investing, Making Intelligent Investment Decisions. By this time, he was already an established name, but this program sharpened his ability to interpret markets with clarity and foresight. His link with London Metropolitan University remains less detailed in public records, yet it stands as another thread woven into his tapestry of learning. One thing is certain: education was not a phase for Shah, it was a lifelong pursuit. Armed with knowledge, Sanjiv ventured into the financial world. His career map reveals a restless ambition. He did not stay confined to one role or one institution. Instead, he shaped an identity across decades, institutions, and continents. By July 1996, he founded India Value Investments Ltd, where he stepped into the shoes of both founder and director. This was not just a title. Here he crafted strategies in financial analysis, research, investment management, and market assessment, laying the foundation of his long-standing reputation as a value-oriented investor. In May 2005, he co-founded Frontline Analysts, a consultancy dedicated to bond research for global markets. As a founding shareholder, Shah helped establish its credibility. Clients trusted the firm's insights because Shah and his team delivered thorough financial analysis and research communication. But perhaps his most high-profile role came in November 2008, when he joined Sun Global Investments Ltd as Chief Investment Officer. For almost 15 years, until March 2023, he directed the company's investment advisory and asset management division. He shaped strategies in global fixed income markets, equity derivatives, bonds in USD, euros, GBP, and structured products. He also acted as portfolio manager for client-managed accounts and co-managed multiple funds, balancing the delicate task of optimizing returns while keeping risk contained. His tenure transformed Sun Global's investment profile and positioned it competitively on the global stage. When he stepped away from this role in 2023, Shah shifted to a new phase as a private investor and full-time writer. No longer tied to institutional desks, he continued researching markets, analyzing opportunities, and writing about insights. Amid his professional victories, Shah also dedicated himself to causes outside finance. From 2012 to 2013, he volunteered with the Access Project, TAP, an initiative helping disadvantaged students access better educational opportunities. His contributions here remind us that behind the investor's sharp eye lies a person mindful of giving back. Earlier in his career, he had worked with a diverse set of institutions: Agra India Fund Limited, Monek Investment Management, Lazard, BNP Paribas, and the Bank of England. Each role built new layers of experience, from portfolio management to investment analysis. Sanjiv Shah's success is perhaps best reflected in his investment portfolio. According to recent shareholding data, his net worth in the market exceeds Rs 7 crore spread across 11 publicly traded stocks. These are not random picks, they reveal patterns of strategy. Pharmaceuticals, for instance, dominate 2.89% of his holdings, a sector known for long-term resilience. Textiles and ready-made apparel follow at 1.83%, reflecting his keen eye for industries tied to everyday consumption. His portfolio also stretches into transport, logistics, and chemicals, ensuring balance and diversification. The companies he has chosen in recent quarters read like a carefully crafted mosaic: ABC India Limited, Bengal Assam Company Limited, Denora India Limited, Infomedia Press Limited, Canoria Chemicals Industries Ltd, PDS Ltd, Pearl Global Industries Ltd, Phoenix Township Ltd, Vadalal Enterprises Ltd, Hind Rectifiers Ltd, Kerala Ayurveda Ltd. Each of these holdings ties into his principle of spotting value where others see little. Quarterly comparisons reveal how dynamic he is. Between December 2023 and March 2024, his stake in pharmaceuticals rose by 0.26%, while his interest in textiles apparel ticked up by 0.1%. These might seem small percentages, but they signal his constant fine-tuning of positions. There were also fresh entries and exits, though not every detail is public. Still, what is visible is enough to suggest a proactive, adaptive investor who refuses to stand still. At first glance, Shah is a man of numbers: net worths, percentages, certifications, and positions. Yet numbers alone miss the essence. Behind the billions in the boardrooms lies a story of discipline built in childhood, sharpened in Cambridge, tested across global financial centers, and perfected through years of adapting to changing markets. Today, when he sits down to write or analyze, Shah embodies more than just a wealthy investor. He represents the idea that curiosity, discipline, and constant learning can carve a path from classrooms to global financial leadership. And yet, one cannot help but wonder, with all this knowledge and with the sharp mind still at work, what next will Sanjiv Shah discover, invest in, or create? That remains the unanswered question, and perhaps the most intriguing part of his story.